Hello friends, how are you doing all? I hope you are doing well, staying healthy, enjoying life, and must be planning to improve your life. Here we are to do so. Here daily we read a chapter of a novel to improve our English, including reading, writing, speaking, vocabulary, at the same time enhancing our knowledge. In this series, we have completed many novels. You can watch that. And today we are going to start with a new novel that is You Are Training in My Dreams, which is written by Sudeep Nagarkar. So from today onwards, we will read daily a chapter of a novel of this book and complete this in this month and see that how many books we can read in this month, and at the end of years we will see that from the chapter to from one chapter a daily how many books we cover in a year, because there is no point only talking that we should read. Instead we should start by reading. So let's start reading this book and see that what we can get from this book, and what we can learn from this book. So before that, we will read about the author, that what who is author and why we should read this book, all these things. So let's say read about author. Sandeep Nagakar has authored 5 best-selling novel, which is Few Things Left Unsaid, which released in 2011. That's the Way We Met, 2012. It started with a friend, okay, 2013. And let me tell you that I have already read this, and this is very interesting novel. Next is Sorry, You Are Not My Type, 2014, and You Are the Passport to My Life, 2014. He is the recipient of the 2013 Youth Achievers Award and has been featured on the Forbes India long list of the most influential celebrities. He also writes for television and has given guest lecture in a various renowned institute and organization. And for in more about this Sudeep and visit and get more information, we can visit Facebook page, Twitter, and email, all those things. So we are going to read this, and before that, you know that there is just so many books, almost 5 books, which is written by him, and we are going to start with this book, which is You Are Training in My Dreams. So let's say read something about all about this book, that is called Prologue. From this we can get that what is all about this book. So it says life is like a road full of a twist and turns. All you have to do is learn how to drive in such a way that your close ones are protected. You might be as hard as a nail, but there is always that one person in your life you are willing to give a second chance to. See what one of them. So there is a girl whom he is talking, and for about him, about her, he is talking about, author is talking. Varun and the others had accepted the grave mistake she had committed without pulling her up. Did you take your medicines? He asked in concern. There was no response from her. She looked traumatized and fiddled with her mobile phone to distract herself from the agony of her recent experience. I am asking you, did you take your medicines? No, she replied bluntly. Will you put your goddamn phone down and explain what the matter is? Fine, you want to hear my side of the story. I surrendered to the situation. I know I am partly at fault, but I can't face the consequences. I feel like a trap was set for me and I have fallen headlong into it. You don't trust me, do you? She had tears in her eyes as she looked at me and put her mobile phone aside. It isn't just me, the other trust you as well, but this is just not the right way to behave. I thought you were stronger than this, he said, trying to console her. She was about to say something, but the pain in her head had become unbearable. This was not an unfamiliar pain. Suddenly, the haunting memories of her past that she had kept hidden away came rushing back. Varun stroked the back of her head to comfort her. Just as she was about to take a breather, her phone beeped. The screen displayed an unknown number, but the voice on the other end was not unknown. She started shivering. She couldn't manage to speak a word. I will expose you. If you don't believe me, then you can check your WhatsApp message. The phone got disconnected. With a heavy heart, she managed to look at the mobile screen. First, WhatsApp message received. It read, you have just two choices, do as I say or face the consequences. A few pictures and a video accompanied the message. What had happened a few days ago was a mere trailer compared to what she saw in this message. Varun tried asking what was happening, but she was devoid of any emotion. She looked dazed. He snatched the phone from her, and what he saw settled the ground beneath his feet. His feet. The demons she thought she had left behind had come back to haunt her. To haunt her, they left her feeling exposed and vulnerable. She shivered and withdrew under the sheets. What was the running away from, and how soon will it be before her demons caught up with her? Women are considered more fragile, but nothing is as easily bounded as a man's ego. It was man's bullshit ego that had created such a mess in her life. While she tried to get some sleep, her roommates speculated on what to do next. No one wanted her to give in to a caller's demands. What do you do when you don't even know what you want for yourself because you have always been doing things for others? So this was all about this prologue of this book, from which we get to know that this is a kind of story in which that the girl is in some kind of situation and her friend is trying to pull out from there, and we will got to know in this novel that what happened to her earlier and what she will do next. So this is a little middle part of the story which we can get from these paragraphs, and all the story rest of the story we have to read all the novel, then we can get. I hope that you will enjoy this novel. So let's meet in the next video where we are going to find this fourth chapter of this novel, that is Forganism for People for Life.